When I say I'm cutting it close because the hardware store closes in 12 minutes, but I need 2 couplers and 2 feet of pipe, but we are gonna see if we can get this done so fast. A couple things. My favorite girl was working at Home Depot, and you know, it's a good day when I get to see her because she's just an angel. We got our 1.5 inch coupler, we got our 2 inch to 1.5, and then we got another tube of silicone because this is the end of the shower saga here, fam. And then I had to get a little bit of 1.5 inch pipe and a little bit of 2 inch pipe. So we're all ready to go. And now we're just gonna go to the grocery store quick. Gonna grab a couple things for dinner for my bestie and myself. We're having a slumber party. We do this often just because we live in different cities, but she's coming out to help me with this, so we're gonna adventure, but I'm gonna go grab us some things for dinner tonight. I'm gonna figure out what I wanna eat. I'm feeling like we should eat red meat. Whenever we're together, we usually have red meat. We'll barbecue steaks because we won't normally just cook that for ourselves. So I feel like that's what we should have steak and something. Steak and something. Yeah. Let's go. Groceries secured. Plumbing things secured. It's time to go home and have a snack before my bestie gets here. She'll be here in probably 2 hours, hopefully 2 hours. 2 hours would be good, but if I don't eat for 2 hours, I'll eat her when she arrives, and that's not nice. So we're gonna have a snack first. I hungry shopped. I have no idea what I bought. The giant bowl of candy also that's been sitting out in the background of my videos for the last few days is for a trend. I just can't seem to get the trend down. I know what you're thinking. Madison, you still haven't put your groceries away. You're right, but I need to at least get this steak with some steak seasoning or spice on it. I don't know why after my after my second pregnancy, my meat aversions got really bad and they just kind of never went away. It's steak spice. Hi, honey.
Hi guys, I made it.
She's here.
We're playing with her new toys that she got in the mail today.
I think we should show them the water bottle first.
You guys.
Tell them about this date.
Oh, I thought I was showing them my new water bottle.
This just makes this.
Okay, anyway, look at mine. I was chronically dehydrated for like the last month because I didn't have a water bottle I like. And she ordered me this hydro drug, and it's got horses and longhorn cows and cowboy boots. And if you know me, my nickname's Horsey Bex, so it's elite. Anyway.
None of this is sponsored, by the way. This is
yeah,
just
also, it doesn't leak.
Yeah, can't do that with this one. We bought both of these. Also, if you're debating between this one and that one, I'm not gonna flip this upside down because it'll spill.
I'd like to tell you a fun fact about Madison. She likes to rip everything out of the package, take the labels off of absolutely everything the instant minute she gets it, which is fine, right? Most of the time, until she starts throwing out important things. So I think this starts with when she got this beautiful water bottle gifted. If you know anything, these are the water bottles where, like, when you go to the parks, you put the stickers on the little sticker spots.
This was a really thoughtful gift from someone on a first date. This was my first fly to date. So
yes,
dating's gotten really weird in the last year. I've only been on 4 dates in the last year.
Yes.
5. I've gone on 5 dates in the last year. I've had to fly to 4 of them. And then the one that I didn't fly to, I was flying in.
So
weird time.
It's been a wild world. She got this really thoughtful gift. I was like, oh, that's so nice. Like, you're gonna have to put the stickers on of all the parks you've already gone to. And she's like, what are you talking about? It didn't come with stickers. No, she just threw them out. So when I got here today, I was like, okay, let's set up her new toy. Where's the manual? I don't know, I probably threw it out. So I'm currently dumpster diving in the recycling to find said manual to figure out how this cool thing works. To which, during going through it, we find the lens caps that she threw out. So it's one of my favorite things about our sweet Madison here. But, you know, that's why I'm here. So I'm on it.
Food is barbecuing. I'm gonna chop up mango, arugula, probably throw some corn in, make like a weird little, like, we call it shit in a bowl. It's like my favorite meal. These are said bowls. You chop up shit in a bowl. I never swear on here. I don't think I swear that much in life, but I hope I don't get in trouble for swearing on YouTube. I don't know if you're allowed to swear on here. So sorry if I do. Dinner's ready.
Get you a bestie that makes you beautiful shit in a bowl. Like, it's so colorful. It's nicely laid out. I was like, you know, you could just like throw it in there. No, it's gorgeous and will taste delightful.
It's healthy shit in a bowl. And look at how dry my meat is. An angel. She literally cremated it for me.
I have to put her steak on quite literally 15 minutes before mine. Medium rare, basically charcoal.
Patio heater, electric blanket. So nice. I'm talking to the YouTube, honey. We had dinner on the patio. It was lovely. And then we had a creamy. And we are just going to get ready for bed. And we have to quickly FaceTime a girlfriend of mine because she got a new boyfriend and I haven't met him yet. So we have to do team interviews.
It's a serious process around here. Usually I'm doing this shit alone.
He's been around for a few months. I just didn't realize that he was
serious.
Yeah, but he is. He's like, she seems happy. All that matters is that she's happy and he's not a serial killer. So I just have to like make sure, you know? So we have to do the FaceTime interview, which we're going to do now while we do our skincare. So gonna get the skincare out, get on FaceTime here, and we will see you bright and early in the morning. I'm gonna get up right now and go grab coffee because I don't have coffee in the house. I realized last night, but then we intentionally didn't get coffee because we need to get our lives together this morning and actually get out of the house quickly. And that is it is the only thing that will force us to get out of the house quickly. Go for a little outdoor activity, walk. We need morning walks like dogs. And then we're gonna do the shower and then we're gonna adventure. And in my head, the shower's not gonna take that long. We always laugh that if someone drove by and didn't know what I did for a living.
This is mattress actress saying.
No, I don't actually.
Yeah, there's just like studio lights in the kitchen and tripods beside the bed.
The sky's like really doing her thing this morning. So nice. Okay, how wholesome is this? We just went and grabbed our coffee and someone bought our coffee for us. So we grabbed the coffee behind us, but then they almost gave us the wrong order. They almost gave us another coffee, but it was the person behind us. That was nice. That was a really nice way to wake up.
We're just like going for our morning coffee walk, and I'm like drinking my coffee and walking. Can you guys drink and walk at the same time? She quite literally goes to full stop to be able to drink her coffee. Come on, you can do it. Ready? Sip. Keep walking, keep moving, keep moving.
It all left my mouth.
I don't know how she can.
I'm not so good at this stopping on. Oh, I'm out of breath from all the slipping and sliding. We're gonna do this the right way. So to start the day, we are going to take the washer and dryer out, take the wall out, and then we'll go into the basement and we'll run water into a bucket first to just double check that it's not the inline and that it is the drain line. But we're gonna take the washer, dryer, and wall out first because that's pretty easy. So let's get to it. If you're new here, you don't know this, but if you're not new here, the trick to moving appliances by yourself is Windex. So that's what we're doing today.
You can leave it. Pass to me. Good climbing, kid.
Dearest Beck is just pulling the wall out here. Then we can get the shower stall out. We're in my crawl space dungeon basement right now, and we ran water into the toilet. So we ran water from my shower head into my toilet, so it was going in the inline in the shower, but then draining into the toilet, which is a separate drain line over here. And we don't have water coming under the shower right now, so we know that it's not the inline. We know it has to be the drain line. So we have to cut this drain line so that we can pull the shower out and replace the drain in the shower. So I'm going to cut just above the P trap right now so that we can pull the whole shower out and get the drain line out, and then we'll come back in. I'll likely cut it again just a bit lower down so that we can replace that full line and there isn't like just a ton of glued together joints in here. So going to do that now. I hate this part. So once we've got this shower actually out upstairs, we realized that we in fact were a little bit wrong here, and we actually do have a drain leak and we have a cold water inline leak. At this point, we realized we need to head back to the hardware store because we're gonna have to redo these inlines, but that's okay. It's one step at a time around here. We just ran to the hardware store, and first of all, we walk in and the girl working was like the cutest thing in the world. We walk in, she was like, oh my goodness, I love your morning videos, which was just like super cute. My like good mornings. And then we had to double check if we were getting the right crimping tool for the crimp rings that we needed. And the one that we needed was $100 just for the crimping tool. And he was like, do you have a lot of these to do? I was like, just 2. And he was like, oh, I see you in here all the time. He was like, we have the tool here.
It's like, I won't even charge you, just bring it back. So We have a rental crimping tool.
Yeah, like an absolute angel of a human being. He was like, you're in here all the time. Quite literally am. I was like, hopefully this shower will be fixed soon and then we get to come in for fun things and not this dang shower anymore.
We're getting there.
So I should maybe add, this is my first time doing completely unsupervised inline plumbing. I've done drain lines by myself before, but inline made me a little bit more nervous. We just shut the water off though. I have shutoffs underneath the shower, and then we completely replaced the full inline. We also knew that we needed to replace the drain in the shower and then the drain line going into the basement. The hole for the drain was a little bit tight, so I wasn't able to really see that much when it was leaking, which is why we had to take the full shower out every time. This is my third time taking the shower out. So I did just cut that hole a little bit bigger in the floor so that if there was anything to happen again in the future, I can actually get a camera up there or my phone up there with a flashlight and I can actually see what's going on. Because there was really no visibility, I was having to take the shower out every time, which has been a complete pain in my little bum. We turned the water back on and let all of the lines pressurize and then just wrap them in toilet paper to make sure if there was any tiny, teeny little bits of water getting out, we'd be able to see it. Next step is replacing the shower drain. So I will say this is the third shower drain that I've put in. So we are doing it the right way, the best way, I think this is foolproof way. We used caulking, and I used quite a bit of caulking on the top and on the bottom here. The first 2 times I did this, I used plumber's putty, but I've since learned that that's a bit outdated and it's better to use caulking for this.
Wait, who needs a truck when you've got stair?
We went to the grocery store, we got a cake, I made nachos. Plumbing versus us. Right now it's a tie. I'm gonna call it a tie because we fixed the leaks, we just lost a part. But I ordered another one because our hardware store is closed. They're perfect and they're perfectly layered. It's the end of the day. We had just a momentary crack hour. So this is also, we call it crack hour, not because anyone's doing crack, but just because you got like, you like downshift, late night goes. I don't know if I'm the only one that does that. Maybe the losing the washer. I'm the only one that does that?
Yes, I was telling her how if there's anything I've learned over the last 2 years, it's that I no longer have an automatic transmission, I'm a manual transmission. If you gotta downshift, if there's shit to do, if there's something that we're gonna do, we're downshifting gears, we're revving the RPMs, we're freaking doing it. So yeah, you're welcome.
Now we have one of the floating shelves done. Well, it's not done, but it's like almost done. We have another piece for the top and the front. And the wall's back up in the bathroom. I lost the washer and my marbles all at the same time. I cried a bit.
That's okay.
We had a couple tears and then we got a cake. That's, I think how Renos normally go. I just try not to cry on the internet because people aren't very nice to you about that, so I try not to include those parts. But I don't want you to think that it never happens.
Sometimes nothing goes your way and you just have to sit on the floor and cry and then change gears.
How does it go? Sometimes even if you're a baddie, you can be a saddie.
Even baddies get saddies.
Yes, even baddies get saddies.
Yes.
Beck was in the basement when we were doing this, and I was in the shower when I realized I had lost the washer and I said some bad words.
I'd never heard her say these ones before. Ever.
Really?
Yeah, I've never heard you say that before. Well, I was like, oh no. Oh no.
I don't even know.
I was like, I don't like being down here, but maybe I want to stay.
If there was a day also to have the day where we just like hung out in the house, it was raining today.
I like how she called it hung out in the house. I hope you know we literally got up, we went for a half an hour walk after getting coffee, and then started plumbing. And we plumbed from 9 a.m. quite literally until 8 p.m.
Well, we plumbed until 6, and then we did the wall and the shelves until 10:30, and then we thought we shouldn't use power tools after 10:30.
Okay, sorry, I was over-exaggerating. We only did plumbing from 9 to 6 today.
And then
we hung out in the house, though, in case you were wondering. We were just hanging out.
I'm not very good at relaxing. Okay, we're just getting road snacks ready. I cut up some mango, put them in this little cup, and then we're making a nice little creamy for the road. We're gonna head up to Ridge, go on a little adventure. We got both the floating shelves up, but one's being it has to come down, but the first one's golden. This mango is perfect.
Anybody else solar powered?
We're literally in the kitchen right now, like just
meow, meow. Like we got a ripe mango, kind of feels like Mexico. The sun touched my skin. Who needs anything else?
Becky, tell them what we ate in Mexico while we were there for a whole week.
We went for a week and we found our little market boy on the corner, and
Our local crack dealer.
Because mangoes, like perfectly ripe Mexican mangoes. Oh, we made mango salsa every day. We'd get mango, chop it up, cilantro, chop it up, put it in a bowl, lime juice, salt, a little bit of pineapple some days. We'd have tortilla chips. We'd have tomato. We'd roll it up in a burrito. We'd eat it with sourdough for breakfast with Greek yogurt. Like, any way you can eat mangoes, we ate them. But we didn't buy them from the grocery store. We went to our little fruit stand guy, and he was so cute.
We also did bike to the grocery store. Like, every 2 days, we would bike to the grocery store and then stop at our local crack dealer.
Yes.
The first 2 days we were there, we pedal biked because our Airbnb had a pedal bike. But then we rented a moped and we went on a moped everywhere else. We did try and take said moped that had no brakes on the highway.
Oh, so we tried to take it like on like a 4-lane divided highway because we really wanted to go see this one cenote.
With Panchito the crocodile,
that you could swim with. We tried to take it on the highway, and there's 2 of us. You gotta remember, there's 2 of us on a Vespa, a 50cc Vespa.
I realized while editing this after the fact that this story kind of didn't make sense. This obviously did not go that well. We made it about 10 minutes in before we got a bit of a wobble, couldn't make it up to highway speeds, and there were semis passing us, so we decided we had to head back to town. But anyways, we are getting out of the house here and just getting ready to go on an adventure. We are going to this really beautiful ridge that's super close to my house and super close to where I live. And it's one of our favorite spots to go do dinner or just go on, like, I call them micro adventures, the kind of shorter, not a really long day hike, but a really good spot. There's tons of trails in the area and you can kind of choose your own adventure. So we're heading up there, and stick around because we're going to tell some dating stories. I can't believe I'm talking about this online.
I was on a dating boycott, but I went on a date this week. And I was showing him our magical photos from Utah because, like, people are like, why would you go to Utah? Have you seen southern Utah and the Red Rocks?
So this is the day after I did a Q&A where people asked how old I was and tall I was. And I was like, I'm 30 and I'm 5'4", and I'm like just barely 5'4".
Yeah, we're like 5'3" and 3/4.
Yeah, like 5'4" is probably some man math. Those are man measurements.
Yeah, so anyway, we're just this week realizing that people think she's tall. And this dude goes, wait, I've seen that girl before. Are you taller than her? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I've seen her TikToks. I for sure thought she was like 5'10" or 6 feet, but she has a great ass. I'm sorry, are you trying to date me or her? I know she's great. She's my best friend. But I would not say that to a girl's best friend on a first date. If we're trying to get a good impression, I'd probably stay away from complimenting her best friend's ass.
That's like a super weird thing to compliment. Even complimenting the girl you're on a first date with, even if she was wearing the tightest dress with like a red sticker on her butt, you still like, you just don't comment butts on first dates to anyone.
She does randomly change everywhere we go. Are we terrified of a public indecency ticket? Yes. We have changed in some really questionable places, but she's gotten really good at doing it on the trail, except for one time we were on a trail and she was wearing red pants and she changed into brown pants, and some random 50-year-old dude was like, weren't you wearing red pants? And I was just like, she had an accident. I was like, oh, she had an accident.
Beck doesn't know how to respond, so she makes it sound like I peed my pants.
We're working.
Really got basic here. Bought a different type of trail runner, but they don't fit as well, and I have really high arches and I need support, so I've been just wearing these shoes, which I really like. They have like the insoles in them. These are just like my walking shoes because they're like the most supportive, and if I don't wear the right shoes, my flipping dang leg gets so mad at me.
One time her leg was bothering her so bad, I came to her house and she's standing there with an actual metal hammer hammering her leg. She also does this fun thing where she goes and she just fully does a full dislocation. It's terrifying.
You just pop them in and out. No. This is one of my favorite trails close to home. So gorgeous. You need a capable vehicle to get here because the road's garbage, but the views are incredible. And it's always quiet. It's one of my favorite places. Beck's playing with our new toy. We got an Insta360 and it's just
so cute.
If you've been around for a long time, you know that I was a GoPro girl for ever and ever. like forever and ever. But the only thing with GoPros is, one, like the audio is kind of tough, and I didn't love the quality. They're great in sunny, like on sunny days, but if it's not a sunny day, it's not the best.
It's got so many different settings. And okay, look at this. Look how actually small the camera is. This is the camera. And I can clip it to here. So you can just wear it.
She did do a follow cam already that was just my butt,
Okay,
but
so I couldn't see.
she didn't. There is a screen, so that little pop-out piece does come with this, and then they're connected, so you always get.
So now I can see where my follow cam is. If I carry this, I can see that I'm not just gonna point directly at her ass.
It's so gorgeous. Okay, we're gonna keep meandering up the trail here.
Into our favorite mountains.
So we really did push it till the very last minute, but Beck had to head back. So I have the part that I was waiting for. I just took the old one off. Here is the new one. You can see the old one's missing the red washer. So I'm going to put it back on. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Wait. The moment of truth is going downstairs and actually turning the water on. When I tell you the relief that I had when I went downstairs, we had no leaks. There was no leaks upstairs. Everything is looking good. I got to take a shower, and people always ask me how I deal with stress. That's it. It's showering and laundry. I'm so happy to have it back. So we're back on the cold shower train. The shower is done. I'm so happy. So I will bring you along to finish out the rest of the bathroom now, because I had all of the trim and the wall and everything in there finished. I will have to redo that stuff, but I'm going to finish it differently and put in a little niche in the shower as well. So I'll make another video on that and what that's gonna look like. But we have the shower done, which is so nice. And I have the floating shelves done. So I will show you those. So the shelves are up. I just got a coat of paint on them. I will say I painted them white, and now it is feeling very white. As you've noticed, it's very white in here. This is going to turn into a rental, so I'm trying not to make it too personal to mine, but it is feeling a little hospital-y right now, so I do need to add some color. I'm going to tile though and put up a backsplash in the kitchen and in the surround for the shower. So I will likely order those this week. I'm just trying to decide what kind of tile I want. I do need to do peel and stick tile. For those of you asking why I need to do that, because I live very close to train tracks and my house shakes when it goes by. So all of the trim in my house cracks, and I have to fill it or refill it every couple of years. So I don't think that tile will hold up that well, because instead of using putty on trim, I used caulking, and even that will crack. I'm sure that that's not code and such nowadays, but the house is up now, you can't move it. So I just don't want to put up tile and then it look bad in a couple of years. So I'm thinking peel and stick tile, and they make some really good ones now. You can get the 3D ones. I did peel and stick in my other bathroom actually, and I really liked how it looked. I'm gonna do the same thing for the kitchen and for the bathroom. I'm just trying to decide which tiles I want to go with. Again, I gravitate towards white because I feel like it will stay in style for longer, and it's not trendy, things like that, but it's also feeling very white in here. So if you have any suggestions on colors or anything like that, let me know down below in the comments. I've also debated with maybe doing white tiles in the kitchen and then just painting those floating shelves a different color. So that's also an option. But again, if you have suggestions, let me know down below in the comments. Thank you so much for coming to hang out. Thanks for coming to this bathroom saga. My goodness, this was a journey. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.